The Adventures of Stoob, Book 4, Revolting Specimens, written by Samit Basu. Chapter 1. Last night I dreamt I was in jail again. I know I've done this before pretty much every time something dangerous happens in my life. And you know my life. So we're talking about once a week, I imagine, being in jail. Of course, I have no idea what jail in India is actually like. And whenever I ask my parents about it, they point out that they have never been in one or known anyone who has. Wait until you're older, Mom said once, absent-mindedly, ignoring my quest for knowledge as she dipped even deeper into the adult coloring books she's become obsessed with. Typical. In ancient times, people used to write books in jail, like all the people who won independence for India wrote books in jail, which meant they had time, basically. But even then, they were all important people, and when important people or celebs now go to jail, it's probably like a party. You keep reading about actors and politicians who kind of go to jail like going to a hotel. They watch TV, hang out with their friends, and leave whenever they like to attend weddings. So I should become a celeb if I want to go to jail. Matter of time, really. Or I could try not going to jail at all. Either way, timing is everything. Jail on TV shows always depends on what kind of show it is. But on the shows I secretly watch, it's always pretty horrible. And that's in countries where the police are supposed to do their job. But Indian police are horrible. So if they're the good guys, no. No jail for Stoob. I'll just have to write my country-changing amazing book from my bedroom. On paper, with a pen, like olden days. But then, if I tried to write a book on paper, the only thing that would happen is that Bark Fluffalo would come and eat my masterpiece every time I went to the loo. It's taken years to teach him not to slobber on the computer keyboard in any case. And I can't write on the computer because obviously that would interfere with my main job, which is seeing the whole internet. Now, if you've been following my exciting adventures, this is the point where you'll feel the urge to Snapchat me. Kidding. Well, that, and you might find these thoughts alarming. You've known me as many things. A dedicated student, a star of the stage, a leader, a sports icon, a lover, an adventurer, a traveler, and yes, a trained musician and dancer too, if you insist. But I have to confess I haven't really been keeping up with those. Life is short, but one thing you haven't seen me as is a writer, an intellectual. Someone who changes a country, a generation, maybe even the world. Like Obama, Stoobama. I understand if you're confused. Stoob, writing a classic work of literature? Stoob, the new Gandhi? Is there any limit to what this one person can achieve? Yes, there is. Look, let's be honest. I'm not even any good at any of the things I just listed. I know. So modest also. But let's be serious for a moment. Maybe it's just age. I've changed. I'm not the same person I was as a kid. I'm a teenager now, and everything's so different. I feel like I have social responsibilities, like all those times before when Mom and Dad would yell at me and tell me to read the newspaper and find out what was going on in the world. By which they would mean the real world, not anime or Sniper Mall or alt-rock or any of the fun worlds. And I'd not listen to them because, who cares? Turns out, I care. Maybe I'm a grown-up now. Crazy, right? Or
Sample complete. Ready to continue?